At first, I can say a little of my English. My English is rather poor, but I feel so safe here, as that I try to speak English, but it's my English.
The main information is beyond the English.
Yes, yes, and I asked you for help if I say wrong word or something you will not understand. Correct me. It's simple. Thank you. Yes. And now we can start. My and yours and our friend Burakowska always says that the most important thing in the human life is the meeting with other person. There is not a real meeting if we can't communicate, if we don't understand each other. But we communicate all the time, even we don't say anything. We communicate. I communicate you that I'm a little afraid of my speech, and I communicate you standing here that I hope that you like me, and and all will be okay. And I can, of course, I can sit down here and say, I'm sorry, but I don't do this because I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid to the end because of you, of course. We are sentenced to communicate. We communicate in our guests, in our in eye contact, yes, but of course in our civilization most of the notions are carried by words. This is the scheme of communication. Is thinking, there's trick, codifying, yes, and sending the message to other people, decodifying. Code is in communication, I think you know, this maybe language, and these other things I will speak about. And it's simple, but it's not easy, because in this channel of communication there are noises. There are noises and we they zakłócić.
Disturb.
Oh, they can disturb the process of communication. But except these noises, we have many
Other means, sposoby.
yes, maybe it's not good word.
Many ways.
Many things we do to making the information stronger. For example, I can say sit down and listen me carefully. Yes, and it's quite different communicate than sit down and
Enjoy.
And listen me carefully, but with smile is not the same communicate. In addition to words, there is a lot of other factors making communication more or less clear. The words is only 7%. Of course, it's in verbal communication between two persons, because in talking without seeing each other, phone talking, for example, we have it's different diagram, and in writing communication,
Even less.
yes, the words have a bigger space for us, for them. Oh. And in literature, non-verbal communication is facial expression and eye contact, gestures, posture and breath. Oh, if I'm a little nervous, my breath is yes, it's signal for you too. Proxemics, czyli spatial relations. If I say something to you in this way, this is different communicate than I say, for example, and start to say to you. Yes, and all these things are ważne.
Important.
Very important to understanding each other and others, even others, clothing, environment, etc. If, for example, I'm here after the night of hard work, and I look like, in Polish we say, and translate "włos dziki, suknia plugawa."
Very well down.
And you see this, and I think it is good for me and for my English. Another word in psychological literature is metacommunication. And metacommunication is in literature is not only this we say metacommunication. There are many poglądy, views of this, and it's for our presentation. It's not
Formal. Not formal.
Not formal, not scientific. Yes, there are my thinking about it, and metacommunication is rhythm and intonation of voice. Yeah, we can speak very loud and very quiet. Yes, and it's if I said I like you, you could not believe me. Yes, and I really like you. It's the different communicate. Timbre and pitch of voice. In Poland we know, for example, the lady, jak się nazywa ta nasza posłanka?
Gaga.
Senishin. Oh, Senishin. Her tone of voice is abnormal, and it's impossible to hear her a long time. Yes. Volume and tempo. I can shout. I can speak. No, I can't speak. I can't speak very, very quickly in English, but in Polish I can, and I can speak slowly and more slowly, and you start to sleep. Yes, and articulation. Articulation is my pronunciation, English pronunciation is not good, but in Polish language I feel rather good, and my words are correct. Yes, but it's another theme. Because there is a lot of literature of this topic, both the scientific and the popular, like guidebooks, how to be a president or someone else, if you like. But I try to find the literature about metacommunication in written statements, and I found nothing in Polish literature, and some articles in English language, but it's not dużo. I wszystkie słowa wydawane. Not too much.
Very little.
Yes, not too much. And this is strange for me because I know that graphic designers and artists often used it intentionally in their work. And I forget to say that I would like to invite you to the metacommunication para-theater workshop. Yes, because the metacommunication is very often used in theatrical creation. And if you are interested in this subject, we can use non-verbal communication and metacommunication with fun to make a short story in different ways. Maybe it will be interesting for somebody. And now these written statements. And I named the for me important parts of metacommunication in this in writing. It's written and location, font type, color, pictorial metacommunication, pictures, background, and others, type of paper, binding. All these things send us communicate of relation between sender and receiver. Oh, and if I write I feel strong, and this is in the middle of the page, and the font is big, you believe me. Here, maybe, but I don't know. What do you think?
A little bit shaky.
Yes. Even the letters are bigger. And I think nobody believes me. I feel strong. Yes. Yes. And there's a little examples of expressive typography, of using the different size of letters. Thank you. Size of letters and different positions in page. But not only. Oh, this is real expressive. This is metacommunication in color, or the way we use the paint. Yes.
The last slide.
Yes, and there are two communicates. I like words and the picture. Yes, And this is
Contradiction.
contradiction, yes. Oh, this is Facebook typography using. And this is a poem of Julian Apollinaire using metakomunikate too. Communication, the second one. Oh, this is. I forget because I have a book with poems of Warzyk. Adam Warzyk, Polish poet, and this book is constructed like this. The poems are written in square figures. Yes. Oh, this is for me fun. This is funny for me because this is the first communication. But my daughter lives in Aberdeen, in Scotland, and they are the first bus lines, and this is the first act of in communication too in this city. Oh. And this is how important is font. Kind of font, yes. And we can add background, and we can find pictures.
Let's do a comic song.
And this is for our Polish listeners, because this is about perfection in details.
See the L slash?
You can, yes.
Zwilżający, gdzie on, pogonek on, gdzie powędrował.
Yes. And the title is Perfection in Detail, of course. Yes. And this is Microsoft. It is a real serial product.
To pasuje.
Yes.
To pasuje.
No.
And what is the meta-communication in this?
Buy your shit.
Yeah, mamy cię w dół. Oh, very. Yeah. And I sent in by Facebook. I received the Happy Easter from Chata Smakosza, prawdziwe domowe smaki. Yes, yes. And I think they wanted me to be their customer, yes. But for me, the meta-communication is the same like in
Microsoft.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, the food will be the same.
And I think they can have the same obituary notice like this proofreader.
This is
And,
sort of a joke.
I can translate. Maybe you help me. What is the text?
Here lies Peter, a proofreader, who has sinfully spent his life sinning, pouring us until he died on the street. Let, oh God, forgive him his sins and errors, as he has
Ignored.
as he left over all those typographical errors.
But this is of course joke.
Yes, and there are intentional jokes or not jokes, but fun with letters, not so awful like that.
Ale to sik też było piękne.
This is
Odwrócone siki.
Tak.
Do świętej pamięci.
this is the labyrinth. Yeah.
Maze.
Yes, and this is the joke too, because Polish language,
Polish text, yes.
Polish. This is we can read the Polish text in these letters.
Hans says something for Ami.
Yes, and the letters like Arabian, but the language is Polish language. This is letter to Saddam Hussein. And but I think we can find some the intention in this, but in this I don't understand. I find it Middle East for me and for I think for most of us. Middle East. This is Arabian part of word, yes, and these are
Completely out.
completely out, yeah. And these are place, typographical lettering place.
Migration.
Yes, but more of this zabawy to jak? Place? Of this place, games in my lettering linocut workshop, and I would like invite you for this workshop too. Oh, and I say that the picture metacommunication is important too. There will be some examples of words near nature, because safe, we only the word safe say nothing
Alone.
who must be safe or what must be safe, and with this picture is clear.
And this line E is also.
Yeah. Oh, that is.
Oh no.
Oh, this, not all examples are good, of course. Oh, and the picture can be very fun. Yes, this is the tomb. This is the tomb. And metacommunication here is this guy, I think, was rather rich, but he had not any dobrego smaku, gustu. Good taste, yes. And I think the second one it will be better. I like it, for example, because this is I think this is about maybe marriage of Tomasz and Anna.
Tylko mogę postawić trochę litery w filmie Anna.
Maybe, but this is funny. The love is clear, and love revolution is. Oh, and I said about background is important too, because there is another communicate for us. This is I don't know what is. No, this is evening with author. Evening with author, and this is bright, and the other one. This is.
No ja bym nie poszedł, bo sugeruje zawracanie głowy.
Oh, yes, and.
A to jakiś pisarz, bo ta kropla to jakby tradystowa, to może coś napisał.
Yes, and this is important. This is important. This metacommunication is different for each person, because we have different different backgrounds and this is the visit card, and this is of these others type of paper and something. And I say about environment too, and this is word music.
Heavy metal.
Looks like a submarine.
Rather industrial.
But this is the message for us.
Don't listen.
Don't go, don't listen.
For breakfast.
And we must be careful about this environment, because we can have many surprises. For example, like this.
No, słyszaj, tak.
And I would like to thank you. And I hope see you on both of my workshops.